Road trip. Remember when I was on Manitoulin Island visiting Nick's vineyard and I asked if he wanted to see the grape picking? Well, we're back for the grape picking. Got children. Put the car topper on. Mostly so that we could free up space in the back for this cooler. So Comdu sent me this cooler, which I didn't realize how awesome it was until I got it. But it's a 12 volt, 120 volt cooler slash freezer with adjustable temperature. It goes down to minus 20 degrees. So I have it set at just a fridge temperature, but I think that'll be handy for hunting. I'll be able to freeze meat from the bush as I'm headed home on big trips. 35 liter capacity, so it's perfect for a trip like this. Hey, we brought, what did we bring? Bacon, eggs, milk, fruit, sandwich stuff. Well, the porridge isn't in there. Anyway, it's all in there. So that's awesome. And we just we got here last night actually. So we spent the night in the hunt camp. Stayed nice and cozy with a fire going. But apparently I snored a lot and the children had a hard time sleeping, poor little babies. And that cooler, it's just plugged into my 12 volt, so it comes on when the car comes on. My poor car. My poor car has 417,000 kilometers on it. And has some suspension issues, which if I repair will run me about $2,500. I feel like I'm in that predicament where now it's like, do I keep my old vehicle running or do I start looking for another vehicle? I'm a little bit sad about it. You causing trouble already? No.
Yeah!
Did you guys? Oh, come on. A family road trip.
No, I hate
Did you guys need to pack your bags to come with us? We'll be there all day. Grape picking. You want chocolate? Where is it?
In the back.
Alright, get some chocolate for breakfast. Oh yeah, so by the way, the kids have been running around with the camera, so be warned.
Some goofy stuff.
What?
Here are the pigs. I'm gonna scratch it. Good girl. Oh, it's hairy. Yep. Dandruffy. Big pig. Big pig. Hey. Ta-da. Monarch butterfly cocoon. It's got a little golden rimming.
It's
And
right
it
about
looks-
to hatch.
Yeah, it looks
Pretty
like it's
late though.
soon it's gonna hatch.
Or it's dead. It looks
This is a monarch butterfly cocoon we found.
I found.
And looks either dead or about to hatch. So, here we go. Do an update later today and see if it's hatched.
Oh, hi. Didn't see you there. Just sitting on this giant puffball.
Look at that compared to my hand.
Huge.
Huge. Ah! It's just the boomer to scare away all the birds. Big puff mushroom.
This is the giant puffball. It's bigger than both of my kid hands combined.
Plus one of my hands.
So probably both of a full-grown adult male's hands.
Put your head down.
It's a giant puffball.
Side by side.
Yeah, it's huge.
Yeah, it really is huge.
It's like a chicken. You're gonna smoosh it.
Got
This is the giant puffball. We're gonna kick it. Whatcha! Oh! Ew! It looks like a horse apple.
Oh my gosh, it feels so like, it feels like chocolate. It feels like chocolate mousse.
It does. It feels like cotton
Yeah?
candy.
Whoop. Oh my gosh, it feels so good.
Feels like cotton candy.
Yeah.
Or like that stuff that people put in your attic, but like it causes cancer.
We do. Okay, so if you guys weren't here on my last video when I was here, there's 6 acres of grapes. There are pasture chickens. There are a pair of pigs, and there were some lambs which have moved on to colder pastures, if you know what I mean. What are you guys laughing at?
Colder bugs.
Into the poop of humans.
Into the freezer.
Mostly they're in the freezer.
Yeah.
Some of them have moved on to into the poop of humans, I guess. So the deal is that you can see a couple of the chicken tractors back there. So they get moved by hand twice a day, and the chickens are eating bugs in the vineyard, and then they're returning nutrients into the soil, which is enriching the soil and should hopefully lead to greater abundance in future grape harvests.
Grapes as big as that puff mushroom.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Now tell about the Viennovono.
The Viennovono.
Those grapes.
Oh, by the way, about the Viennovono, by which you mean the Leona?
Really?
Leonas, I think, are the one variety. Nick only has 2 rows of them here, but they taste like strawberries, and they're a huge
Italian
hit
soda. They're so good.
with the children. But he doesn't have enough to make wine out of that variety, but it's kind of on his list for expansion in the future. So we're just waiting for Nick to get here. He's setting up a feast for the workers who are coming by, friends and family. And in the meantime, did I already say we moved the chickens, fed and watered them, fed the pigs, and we're just gonna get a little bit organized.
Used to sanitize all this equipment.
Yeah.
It would all get sanitized. Then
Now it just gets rinsed.
it just gets rinsed.
This is a destemmer.
Pressure December.
A crusher and a destemmer. Oh, fancy! And then over here, this one's just like the apple press you might have seen on another earlier video on my channel. It's actually nearly identical fruit press. So these are, what's this variety? Oh, he can't hear me because the hose is going. Anyway, he's doing a whole cluster press. So that's where you just put the clusters in on there as a whole cluster. And he's going to press through. This will be a white wine. What's this variety, Nick?
Lecrescent.
Lecrescent. Cool. You think they're the only ones in Ontario?
They were at the time
Cool.
they were planted.
Yeah.
They were the first ones planted in Ontario.
Oh, very exclusive.
Pretty common down in Minnesota where they were developed, right?
Oh, okay.
And
Oh.
Quebec as well.
Yep.
Common.
And then the next ones we're going to collect are the Frontenac Gris.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. We'll go see if the kids are picking grapes or picking their noses. Oh, there's something weird going on with this kid. He's got like a bucket full and a shirt full. Qu'est-ce que c'est? Oh, Queen Anne's lace.
Yes, that's what it smells like.
The wild carrot. What's wrong with your shirt?
Like grapes in it.
How come?
Because I picked them.
Because you filled the bucket. Here. Why don't you put them in here? And I'll carry the heavy bucket for you. There we go.
Ah, that was not the bucket that I picked though.
Yeah,
that was
this
just
is
one on the end of the...
America. Oh, this is somebody else picked this one? Okay, so we'll carry it over to
You
Nick.
put more in mine.
Well, you can't carry more. You're not strong enough.
But if you put half of it in there, then I can carry them both and spread the weight equally.
Wow.
And you can carry the pliers.
No, I'll just... You carry that. I'll carry this. Here comes thing 2.
Bring this over, back up. Thing.
Yeah, we're going to bring them to Nick and he's going to press them all.
Okay.
What have you got in yours? Whoa, full bucket, dude.
Full bucket.
What's this? Those are the ones we're supposed to be taking out. The little dry ones. The ones that are split.
Really?
Yeah. Any ones with bird peck holes in them. These look okay. There's the odd cocoon or spider web, but they're not bad. And then any of the little green ones.
Oh, tiny ones.
Those come out too. Yep. Cool. Never carried so many grapes at once.
No. Here we go. First time ever.
I feel like this shirt's gonna become a collector's item. Look at this. Wee! Because my college used to be partnered with Wee until the scandal. Now I've got some Wee brand clothing. But taking a beating in Canada right now. All you American viewers won't probably know what's going on about it, but government scandals. Hey!
So the ones that people leave at the end of the rows, are we bringing those there?
Sure! Trade off. Ooh. Nice.
There's a big lady over there. Want to go and check it out, Rachel?
That's right, buddy. You got it. Oh, no. You jump back in. Don't. What are you doing?
They're picking off all the bad
Oh,
grapes
listen, I'm trying to help you, son.
and then putting them in here and taking out all the bugs.
There we go. There we go, little fella.
The grape pressing machine. What does the grape pressing machine do?
It presses the grapes.
And it comes out the bottom.
Presses the juice out of the grapes.
Hey, there's juice coming out.
Yeah, it should be starting real soon.
And we need to fill it and put the twisties on and press it. See these hills? You could have these hills in one beautiful click. Just click on the ad right above your head to get these hills made of quartzite, filled with lichen, and eroded by millions of years of humans, animals, and weather battlement. Get these hills, only $99 billion a piece. On Manitoulin, they have way different hills and rocks than where we come from. So these rocks are made of quartzite, and it's a big hill, and the person who owns this property said that they are 500 million years old, and they're really, really smooth and slippery. So if you ran down the hill, you would definitely fall and slip. I have done it. Very old and very beautiful. This is the section for separating the bad grapes from the good ones. The bad grapes go in the bucket, and the good grapes go in the other buckets.
No.
No?
The bad grapes go on the ground.
Oh yeah, and the good grapes go in the buckets.
Yeah. And then they'll go over to Nick and he's gonna squeeze them.
And he's gonna press them
Yeah.
really soon.
Yeah, it's gonna happen.
Twisting the grapes. You put the semicircles on and piled up the blocks like Jenga. And now we're twisting it, and the juice is coming out the bottom.
We don't want that earwig in there, though, do we?
Whoa!
ones that can go to the pigs.
Juice is slow.
Yeah, it's getting there though, eh? Keep going. So there's a bucket that my son and I just picked. They'll get dumped into this stemmer crusher, and it'll spit all the stems out one side and all the grapes into the bucket. And the must is going to ferment with the skins on for a while, and then Nick will crush those and set them aside for wine. And I think this one is the white wine, the juice that came out of the first set of grapes, which were the Lecrescent grapes. So we're actually sort of coming up on the end of the grapes now. We've been at it all day, well, all afternoon anyway. It's 6 o'clock, we got an hour and a half till it's dark. I'm not really sure how much my kids filmed behind my back, so I better make sure that I fill in here with some of the important stuff. So I'll show you how we've been picking. So I didn't know this, but your grapes never always just look like a perfectly healthy cluster. So you go through and you pick out the ones that are immature, the ones that are rotten, the ones that are split and have any kind of decomposition going on, or if like a bird pecked a hole in them. So you do all that, and then the grapes on the stem, there's almost always this node here, so if you just grab it with your thumb, you just break it right off like that. And it's kind of a two-handed job, so this is tricky without two hands, but I'll go through and pick all the bad ones off, and then those would get thrown in the bucket, and then we carry them up to get crushed. We just finished getting the last of the grapes. There's a couple of other experimental varieties here that don't have enough volume to do a press this evening, but all the ones that we wanted to collect, the what was the first variety called?
No, I want to watch it.
Yeah, the white ones. And then there was the Frontenac Gris and the Frontenac Red. That's basically the three varieties. Lecrescent was the first one. Anyway, so they're all getting pressed and juiced, and then we're going to feast. Nick's prepared big chili, he and Aaron, so they're going to feast everybody. There's another helper. And see how that goes. And then we'll head back to the hunt camp for the night.
It'll last long, we don't have many.
So that was a pretty awesome weekend. This cooler worked amazingly, and I can't wait to try it out as a freezer. But it kept everything nice and cool. It just turns on when the car turns on, turns off when the car turns off. So that worked really well. I just want to thank Comdu for sending that out for me to try. It's going to be coming along with me on a lot of other trips, I am sure. I also lucked out with a bunch of stuff. Nick was very generous. He sent me back with some of his, this is last year's wine, I think. So that's pretty cool. And his dad sent me 2 nuisance raccoons that he trapped on the farm. So those I'm going to brush them out, skin them up. Now that I have my trapping license, I should make the most of them. And some farm eggs, some farm corn, a giant cabbage from Nick's garden, some of his squash and watermelons. So we came home with great memories and great stuff. So all around, awesome trip. More to come. See you on the next one.